Oh, and somebody's on my mat. Who could that be? With her pony. Hi. Hi. Are we going to share? Hi, you. So we're going to roll down and let's bring our knees to our chest. Just move a little out of the way. Move a little out of the way. You're a mad hog. And let's take a few breaths as you rock side to side. Ava, you just smell bad. And then we're going to put our feet down and let's do some pelvic tilts. And start to really lengthen the spine as you press your feet down. And when you're ready, start to roll the hips up. And the next time, start to bring your arms up over your head. And we're going to roll up and roll down. And let's do 2 more times. Big breath. And then we're going to put our hands behind our head and start to do regular crunches. And wake up the back and wake up the core. And keep going. And now we're going to start to straighten our legs up and put our feet down. And point and flex your feet. And take those deep breaths as you bring your legs down and up. And let's start to do our bicycles, elbow to knee. And just easy does it as you take your leg out and extend through the heel. And a few more. And then the last one. And we're going to put our feet down. Let's roll the hips up again. And let's do a little breathing here. As you press your feet down and lift the hips up, feel the spine lengthening. Stretch everything out. Take another 2 breaths. And then slowly, slowly roll the hips down and let's take our knees over to the right for a spinal twist. And turn your head to the left. And let's do the thing where we reach the left arm over our head and then out to the side. So we're going to lengthen. And we're going to do 1 more. Take your time. And then just take a couple of breaths with your arm out to the side, left arm out, and breathe. Feel that lengthening as the twist happens a little bit more deeply. And then let's roll the legs to the other side. We're going to do the same thing. Turn the head to the right, and then when you're ready, the right arm comes up over your head and out to the side. And we're going to do one more. And then take a couple more breaths. And let's come back to the center. So we're going to use our ball or our block underneath us. So when you're ready, lift your hips up and put it underneath there, and then take the legs up. First of all, just feeling your back, and point and flex your feet. Let's make circles with our feet. And circle in the opposite direction. So we're waking up all of the fascia in the feet, wiggling the toes, and then we're going to start to take one knee toward the chest and then the other, walking the legs down and up really slowly. Just take your time, stretching the legs and breathing. And try it again. Walk them down and up, super slowly, keeping the alignment in the leg and the hip. And now when they're back up toward the ceiling, point the toes, take one leg down and the other leg stays up, and then switch. Notice the difference as you're doing this. So the lifting and lowering is different in the muscles that we're using. Let's do a few more. And then last time. And now let's flex our feet and open them out and in. And we're doing a few more of these, pressing the hips down. And 3, and 2, and 1. And then the saw stops outside. Who knows what they're building? Okay, so we're going to take our legs 90 degrees and open the knees out and in. And do a few more. Let's add the arms as we do this. Elbows come in as the knees go out. And keep the shoulders strong. And 2 more. And let's put the arms down, and we're going to take our left foot down and cross the right foot over the left thigh. And take a few breaths, letting that hip open up. And now we're going to lift that leg up and just hold here and breathe with the stretch. And one more breath. And then we're going to put our left foot down and uncross and cross the right foot over the left thigh. The left foot over the right. And then lift that leg up and breathe. Just let gravity help you open up the left hip and glutes. And a couple more slow breaths. And then let's release. So we're going to uncross and we're going to take our feet together. I know we're on the block. So we're going to do butterfly with our back on the block and really do that pelvic tilt. So you're opening the groin just wherever your groin is, and take a few breaths here. And one more breath. So now we're going to put our feet back on the mat, walk the feet together, thighs together, and lift the hips up, and take a few breaths. And we're squeezing everything together. Now we're going to move the ball or the block out of the way, and let's put the hips down, and we're going to come into a regular happy baby. Just see where your hips are, your legs, and rock a little side to side. And 3 more breaths. And let's put our feet back down on the mat. And we're going to roll over to our left side. And let's lay on our left arm, straightening the legs, flexing the feet, right hand on the right hip. First of all, feel the balance in your body. Then start to lift that right leg up. And we're going to lift and lower slowly. So we just stretched all that out, but now we're strengthening it again. And let's do 3 more leg lifts. And hold the leg up, point the toes, 5 little circles. And then 5 in the other direction. And let's bend the leg. See if you can hold the foot here. Take a breath, kind of stretch out that leg, the quad, and then release the leg. Let's come into another spinal twist. So the right leg comes forward, right arm overhead, and roll that chest open and breathe. And lengthen. And 2 more breaths. Really good. Let's bring the arm back, the leg back. We're going to sit up and do our twist. So crossing the right leg over the left and twisting to the right and breathing. And 1 more breath. And let's switch sides. We're going to lay down on our right hip and right arm. Left hand on your hip, flex the feet and start to lift the left leg up and lower. Let's do 1 more. And hold the leg up. Point the toes, 5 little circles. And then in the opposite direction. So now we're going to bend the leg and hold the foot. Stretch out the quad, take another breath, and then release the leg in front. So we're going to come into our spinal twist and left arm up and roll the chest open and breathe. And one more breath. And let's come on up. And we're going to do the twist on this side. So left leg over the right and twist to the left and breathe. And one more breath. And then we're going to come to the center and let's crisscross applesauce our legs and forward fold. So hinging from the hips. Let's walk our arms to the right. And then over to the left. And then let's come to the center and up. And let's just sit for a couple of breaths here. We're going to put our palms facing up on our lap and look up, stretching the neck. And then chin to the chest. Let's try one more. And take our head back to neutral. We're going to twist the upper body to the right. And then to the left. And to the center. Let's take our right hand down and reach the left arm over in a side stretch. And let's go to the other side. Left hand down, right arm over. Just notice these diagonal movements and how they're waking up our sides. Now we're going to come back up to the center and reach both arms up. This time clasping our hands, leaning to the right. And then over to the left. And to the center. Let's try a little goal post arm. So arms bent. We're going to turn our head to the right and take a breath. And then slowly turning our head to the left. Back to the center. And then let's do our Santa hug. Arms or hands on our shoulders and forward fold. And then rolling up. And let's take our hands back. We're going to twist to the right again. Reach the right arm up and lean toward the left leg. And breathe. And let's come back to the center, right hand down, and we're twisting to the left. Take another breath. And then left arm comes up and we're going to lean toward the right leg. And we're coming back up. So one more thing here. So left hand down, let's clasp our hands behind us. Roll the shoulders down so you feel that lengthening. We're going to lean to the right and then lean to the left. Let the head fall over there to the left. And let's come back to the center. And then let's take our right hand down again to the mat. Left arm over. Maybe your forearm comes down. Feel the difference as you breathe into your side. Feel how the ribs are opening with your breath. And let's go to the other side. Left forearm down, right arm over, and breathe. And one more breath. And let's come back to the center. And we're going to make our way over to a sphinx pose. So on our belly, rolling the shoulders down, feel how the chest is elongating. And then let's press back to a child's pose. And then into puppy pose, lifting the hips. 3 more breaths. And let's come to hands and knees and do a few cat-cows with the breath. And let's do one more complete movement. And then a neutral spine. Let's curl the toes under. We're going to come to a shorter downward dog. So just an easy one. You can bend your legs. Take a couple more breaths. Let the head just hang. And then let's walk up to the top of our mat. And we're going to roll all the way up, 1 vertebrae at a time. And reach the arms out and up. Hands to our heart. Twist the upper body to the right and then to the left. Let's come to the center and bring the elbows down to the thighs or almost to the knees. See if you can feel the lengthening in your back as you roll your shoulder blades together. And then forward fold. Now we're going to step our right leg back to our lunge and lengthen. Take another deep breath. Step back to downward dog. Right leg lifts up and steps forward. And then the left steps forward and roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Arms out and up. Hands to our heart. Twist the upper body to the left and then to the right. Back to the center and then elbows to our thighs, bending in the hip. Forward fold. Left leg steps back to our lunge. Take a couple of breaths here to lengthen. And then step back, downward dog. Left leg lifts up and steps forward. And then the right steps forward. Let's do our rolling up again. So we're lengthening our spine, reaching the arms up. This time we're going to clasp our hands over our head, lean to the right, and take our left leg out to the left. So we're lengthening. And then let's put our left foot down, leaning to the left, and take our right leg out to the right. And then back to the center and just release your arms into a forward fold. And let's take a couple more breaths here. Our head is releasing. We're going to shake our head, yes. And then gently, no. Let's step back to down dog. Take another deep breath. And let's lift our right leg up. We're going to step it forward to a lunge. This time, right arm out and up, spinal twist. Step back, downward dog. And switch legs. Left leg lifts up and steps forward. And then left arm out and up, spinal twist. And step back to downward dog. Let's come into a plank. So planked dog. A couple more. And last time, we're going to stay in our plank and extend through the back of the legs. 3 breaths. And let's come all the way down, knees, chest, chin, and our 5 cobras. And one more. And let's press ourselves into another child's pose. And take 3 breaths. Let's walk our arms to the right. And then over to the left. Back to the center. And we're going to sit up slowly on our heels and twist to the right. And then twist to the left. And to the center. And let's take 3 breaths here. Lengthening the spine. Now we're going to reach the arms forward for regular child's pose. Come back to downward dog. This time, let's lift the right leg up. We're going to step it forward. So we're going to come into high lunge, reaching the arms up. 3 breaths. Twist to the right, cross the arm over, hands together. Left hand down, right arm up, spinal twist. And let's step back to down dog. And switch legs, left leg lifts up, Steps forward, and we're gonna reach the arms up for high lunge. And let's take 3 breaths here. And twist to the left. Cross the arm over, hands together. Let's take our right hand down, left arm up for a twist. And if your shoulder's bad, just bring the hand on your low back to lengthen. And then let's come back to downward dog. And take another deep breath. Let's walk to the top of our mat. And when you get there, let's come to halfway up. Forward fold. And we're gonna come all the way up, reaching the arms up. Hands to our heart. And let's do a little bit more balanced stuff. So we're gonna lift our right knee up and do our can-can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot down. Let's switch legs. Left knee up and can-can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot down. So we're lengthening our spine here, rolling the shoulders down. We're going to start to walk backwards. Easy does it. Just take that step. We're looking straight ahead, feeling how the feet are pressing down. And now we're going to lift our right leg up, point the toes, lift the leg up and down 5 times. And 1 more. Let's put our right foot down and we're going to do the same thing. So let's point the left toes and lift and lower 5 times. And 1 more. And now just easy does it, walk forward, looking straight ahead. Feel how the feet are pressing down into the mat. And we're coming to the top of our mat. Now let's lift up on our toes. We're going to turn our head to the right, slowly, slowly. And then easy does it over to the left, turning the head to the left. And then back to the center. Let's put our heels down. And we're going to bring the elbows back to the thighs. Release the back. Just notice how gravity now is switching up the spine. You feel it in a new way. And let's come into a deeper forward fold and release the head. Let's step back to downward dog. And we're going to lift our right leg up, 3-legged dog. Take another breath. And right foot down and switch. Left leg up, 3-legged dog. And left foot down, and let's come into another child's pose. This time we're going to bring our arms behind our back, release the head. And let's sit up on our heels and twist to the right, roll the shoulder down. Twist to the left. Feel that stretch. And back to the center, we're going to hold our hands behind us. Let's come into rabbit. We're going to inhale and look up and exhale, bringing our head down, lifting our hips up, arms off of our back. And one more breath. And let's sit back on our heels, arms come down, and release the hands. Now we're going to put our right hand down on the floor. Let's do another side stretch. Left arm over. And take another breath. And then left hand down to the floor, right arm over for our side stretch. And back to the center. And let's shift on over to our right hip here. So off of our legs, and we're going to twist to the right and stretch that upper back. So looking down, breathing and lengthening. And let's go to the other side. Shifting over to the left hip, lengthening and breathing. You can really kind of get into that mid and upper back here. And one more breath. And let's come to the center and bring our legs out in front of us. First of all, just feeling the legs pressing down to the mat. We're going to take our hands to the heart and twist to the right. No effort. See if you could take your elbow down, maybe to your right thigh, and keep twisting and breathing and lengthening. And one more breath. We're coming back to the center and take a breath. Twist to the left, and let's take our right elbow down and breathe and lengthen. Really good. We're coming back to the center. Let's reach the arms up. And then easy does it in our forward fold. Just let the head release. 3 breaths. And we're going to gently come on up and cross our right leg over the left leg and twist to the right. Maybe you can cross your left elbow over there and breathe. Enjoy the stretch. And let's uncross and let's try the other side, the left leg over the right. And we're twisting to the left and breathing. And let's come back to the center and come into our big V. Feet together, forward fold, and let the head release. 3 more breaths. And we're going to come back up. Let's come in a table stretch. So we're going to put our feet down, hands down, and lift the hips up and look up. And if you want to join me, right leg lifts up and then the left and the right and the left. Let's do one more to each leg, right and the left. Really good. Let's come forward to a squat and release the low back. Reach the arms forward. And we're going to come into a forward fold, lifting the hips. hips. And let's roll up again, one vertebrae at a time, and arms come up. Hands to our heart, and let's take a slow breath. Let's inhale the arms up and forward fold, and let's step back to downward dog and take 3 breaths. So we're going to use our block, so get that ready for warrior 2. And we're going to lift our right leg up and let's step it forward to warrior 2. And the block is on the inside of our right foot. And let's take a few more breaths. And reverse, left arm down, right arm up. And let's take our forearm down to the right thigh, left arm over. Again, that side stretch, rolling the chest open. Now we're going to slide our right hand down to the block. Keep the left arm right where it is. And see if you could keep rolling the chest open. And then we're going to lift that left arm straight up and take another breath. Let's come back to warrior 2. We're going to straighten our right leg for triangle. So make the pose a little shorter, reach to the right, and then when you're ready, fingertips down to the block. And breathe. And let's bring our block with us as we come on up. And we're going to come into our wide-legged pose and hold the block with both hands. Reach the arms up, lean to the right. Feel that side stretch again. Lean to the left. And then to the center. Let's come in a forward fold and breathe. Let the head hang. We're going to shake the head a little, say yes, and then no, side to side. Let's try a few transverse lunges, so bending one leg, straightening the other. And last time. And then we're going to move the block to the left side so that we can come all the way up. And when you're ready, we're going to come into our warrior 2, left foot out. Take your time. And let's take a few breaths. Come a little bit wider if you can, a little deeper. And then reverse, right arm down, left arm up. Let's take our forearm down to the left thigh. We're going to bring the right arm over there. See if you could roll the chest open. Now let's take our left fingers down to the block, keeping our right arm where it is. Feel that stretch. Now straighten the right arm. And let's come back up to warrior 2. Let's straighten our left leg for triangle. Make the pose a little shorter and reach to the left. Fingers down on the block, right arm up, and breathe. And we're going to slowly come on up. Just don't worry about that block. Let's lift the arms up and come into a deeper back bend. Kind of lengthen here. And when you're ready, forward fold. And let's do downward dog arms over our head and take 3 breaths. Now we're going to go into a right side lunge. So just move your block out of the way so you don't fall on it. And let's see if we're a little longer in this lunge. And then a left side lunge. Let's come back to that wide-legged pose and hold our ankles and let the head release. And one more breath. And now pressing our feet down, we're going to come all the way up, arms up, hands to our heart, and turn the feet out for goddess. And let's bring the arms open and closed. And then just hold for 3 breaths. And let's straighten our legs and come back to down dog. And feel the lengthening here. And when you're ready, let's come into our up dog. And back to down dog. Take another breath. Let's walk to the top of our mat again. We're going to hold our elbows. And then release the arms. Let's come all the way up. Hands to our heart. We're going to walk our feet and legs together and cross our right knee over the left knee for eagle. Left arm over the right and bend down in the hips. So elbows to thighs. And breathe. And one more breath. Let's slowly come on up. We're going to uncross, feet together, and then switch legs. So left knee over the right knee, right elbow over the left, and we're coming into that forward hinge again. Elbows to our thighs. Let the head release and breathe. And one more breath. And let's come on up. And we're going to uncross. And let's just stand, arms by our sides, so you feel like you're really in your body. Feel the whole body breathing. And let's come down in our squat. Stretch our back again. And take 3 more breaths. And let's roll down, and we're going to bring our knees to our chest. Feel the difference now in your body. as you make some circles with the hips and circle in the opposite direction. Release your facial muscles and your jaw. Let's come into happy baby. Take a few more breaths here. Feel free to close your eyes and just feel that release in your whole body. We're going to take our feet together again in our Baddha Konasana and feel the sacrum pressing down into the floor. Feel how the shoulders are gently releasing away from the ears. And one more breath. Let's take our feet down and roll the legs to the right for an easy spinal twist and breathe. So your body feels more fluid now. And we're going to roll the legs to the other side, over to the left, and breathe. And 2 slow breaths. And then we're going to come back to the center. And we're going to use our block now as we lift our hips. And let's put our block underneath us, just like we did at the beginning. We're going to come into relaxation and lift the legs up in Viparita Karani and drain the legs. Just closing the eyes and breathing. Feeling the breath in the belly as the breath widens the ribs and gently lifts the upper chest. We're witnessing our body releasing tension. And with each breath, we're wishing ourselves good health to every cell and molecule, harmony and peace. Take a few more conscious breaths. We're also wishing peace to our homes and communities, and peace to our brothers and sisters everywhere, all over the world. And then we're going to put our feet back down on the mat, or if you choose to just keep your legs up while we end the class, feel free to do so and enjoy the pose. Otherwise, we're going to lift our hips up, take the block or the ball away, and roll to the side. And let's press ourselves up to a seated position. And we're going to bring our hands to our heart to seal in our practice today together. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday.
Thank you, Marion.
Thanks, Marion. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
Marion. Bye, guys.
Bye.